And would the children please join me down front? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Won't you wear my ring around your neck to tell the world?
I was afraid to do one little thing wrong. I was going to be beaten, and not just beat till I bled. That they had the right to even kill us if we didn't listen. The only word I know to call it is hell.
Authorities found 13 kids confined, mistreated, and subjected to cruelty by their own parents inside a Riverside County residence. One of the children managed to escape and dialed 911 for help.
I just ran away from home. My two little sisters right now are chained up.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yes, sure.
I would say it was a loving family, so I figured, a couple more years I'd see them again, and then I hear the news today, and...
Well, we got a call that there was a young female walking around saying that she came from a house over here.
Think she came from here? From inside this house?
That's what she said.
In the early hours of January 14, 2018, a security camera in Paris, California, captured a shadowy figure stepping out from a suburban home and hurrying down the street. Just moments later, 911 operators received a call from a voice that sounded unusually young, claiming they had escaped from home.
Hello?
This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
I just ran away from home.
Do you know what street you're on?
No.
Okay. I'm going to connect you to the sheriff's department so that they can help
What?
you. One moment. Don't hang up.
But once she's taken to the sheriff's office to share more details, it triggers one of the most shocking true crime cases ever uncovered.
Hello?
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 17.
What's your name?
Jordan Turpin. Turpen.
The caller introduces herself as 17-year-old Jordan Turpin, though she oddly mispronounces and misspells her own last name.
What's your address?
Okay, you got to give me a minute. This is going to take a while. Okay, this is my address. 9257. Okay, did you get that?
Case? Is it C-A-S-E?
Okay, sorry. I'm going to start over. My address is 925705574. Did you get it?
Okay, so now you just gave me a whole bunch of numbers. You didn't give me any kind of street name there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
She struggles to find the right words or give clear directions, and soon reveals the troubling reason why.
Okay, so you're just around the corner from your house. Is that right?
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. I've never been out. I don't go out much, so I don't know anything about the streets or anything.
Why did you leave your house?
What?
Why did you leave your house?
My two little sisters right now are chained up
Where are they chained up at?
on their bed.
Then there are 15 kids?
There's 13 kids, and then a mother and father.
Are you at a corner right now?
I might be.
Are you at, is there a street sign? Is there a pole with two names at the top?
I just see a stop sign.
Okay, can you go over and stand right at that stop sign?
Yes.
Deputy Anthony C.L., weary at the end of his overnight shift, gets an unusual call. He's instructed to head to a quiet suburban street corner to meet a mysterious girl who says she escaped an abusive home. What he doesn't realize is that he's about to play a heroic role in a family's harrowing story.
Hi, what's going on?
I just ran away from home,
Okay.
and I live in a family of 15.
Okay.
My two little sisters right now are chained up.
Checked up.
Yes, on their bed. Now, mother didn't chain them up just to be mean. They're chained up because they stole mother's food.
Uh-huh.
I've never talked to anybody out there, so I've never been alone with a person, so this is very hard for me to talk.
Do your parents know you left your house?
No, they home.
Do you take any medication?
What's medication?
Medication?
Yeah, what's medication?
Do you take pills? Do you take pills?
Oh, I
For-
don't think I've ever taken a pill before.
Okay.
Right, I haven't.
When the deputy asked the 17-year-old if she was taking any medication, her blank reaction made it clear she didn't even understand the word. It was as if he was speaking an entirely different language. This alone revealed the harsh reality of her upbringing. The only way a seemingly healthy teenager wouldn't recognize such a basic term is if she had been isolated inside her home. And as we're about to learn, that's exactly what happened.
But the reason I called and the reason I managed to get out here, this is one of the most scariest things I've ever done. I'm terrified. I called because my two little sisters, they're chained up right now.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yes, I can show you.
Jordan went on to present the deputy with photos backing up everything she claimed. Thankfully, she had the presence of mind to capture these images, because without them, it's hard to imagine how difficult it might have been for officers to believe her story.
I don't have proof of everything, but I have proof that my sisters are chained up. So see, those are the places that make it on them. And see how dirty she is? We are so filthy. We don't take baths. We don't.
With photographic evidence confirming her account, it became clear this was far more serious than a runaway case. The deputy realized he was speaking to a victim who had just escaped from her captors.
How did your sisters get like this?
Okay.
Your parents chained them up?
Yes, because they stole food. But they stole it because they were hungry.
Who took this picture?
I did. I took those pictures.
Okay. You make sure to save these, okay?
Okay, I will.
Don't get rid of those.
I will. I won't.
Can you do me a favor? Take a seat in the back of my car?
Okay.
Deputy Police informs Jordan that he'll be heading back to the house, assuring her that she will not be forced to return to her parents.
Do you have any injuries?
What's injuries?
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, not right now.
She doesn't even understand the word injuries. It's only when the officer rephrases the question to, "Are you hurt?" that she's able to respond.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, not right now.
What are your parents going to do when they find out you left?
They're going to want to literally kill me.
Have you ever tried to escape before?
Yes, I have.
Jordan tells the officer that she had attempted to escape once before but didn't succeed. Her plan had been to catch a bus to Nevada, and she was even recorded making a call to find out how much the trip would cost.
How much would it cost to take me to Nevada? Nevada? No, not Las Vegas, just Nevada. Just the border, just at the very beginning of Nevada. How much would it cost? A couple hundred? I'm not going. I'll take a bus. Yeah, thanks.
And what happens when you try to?
My parents never caught me. But my older sister had run away and she caught her. And she was, I think, just turned 20.
Yeah.
And her sister caught her and brought her back home and she got in so much trouble.
Jordan reveals to Deputy K that she wasn't the first sibling to try and flee. After getting hold of her brother's old cell phone, she bided her time, waiting carefully for the perfect moment to make her move.
911, do you have an emergency?
Did you call the police?
I didn't have a way to get a phone yet. This is the first chance I got the phone back.
How did you get a phone?
Okay, it's my brother's phone. He was going to throw it away, and it wasn't used. And so I needed a way to call 911, and I asked my sister, would that be okay? And because we don't know much, and so, and
why don't you know much?
We don't go around. Our parents never tell us things. When we hear stuff, we're shocked. It took forever for us to figure out what our parents does is against the law. We took forever.
And even the 29-year-old doesn't know this?
Okay, the 29-year-old does. She knew it for a long time, but I think she's scared.
You're 17 years old?
Yes.
And throughout your whole life, you've never gone to school?
Right. I started first grade 2015 or 2016.
Uh-huh.
But,
How did you start first grade? Oh, in homeschool?
yes.
And you've never gone to school?
Right.
What else do your parents do to you guys?
Oh, my brother's chained up too right now.
Why did you decide to leave today?
It was the next chance I got that I could phone.
One can only imagine what was running through the deputy's mind as Jordan recounted her harrowing story. She explained that she chose this day to escape because she had access to her brother's phone, and with him recently chained up, she feared she might not get another chance.
How did you get a chance to get out?
Well, I was actually terrified. My mother was in the kitchen talking to the older ones, and she was laughing and stuff. And I was terrified, but she just got real mad. She just was doing stuff to my little sister, and I was just like, she started saying that she was gonna just do stuff to us, and so I was just so scared, and I just left. I just went out the window. I don't.
So when you left right now, you left out the window?
Yes.
And your mom was awake when she was in the other room?
Yeah.
Does your dad have a gun? Are there any weapons in the house?
Yes, but they don't use it.
How long have your mom and dad been married?
I don't know, probably 20, I don't know. They got married when she was 16.
So all kids have the same mom and dad?
Yes.
Does your mom take you to the doctor?
Not all the time. There was one time we all went to the doctor, and that's because we were sick. And the doctor told us that if we were one day later, it would have been too late. She always waits for the last minute for everything.
Have the police ever got involved with this?
No.
Well, why don't you guys just leave the house?
Because we're terrified. We don't really have a way. Everyone's always looking. There's always somebody.
Well, you said your mom's always gone, right?
Right.
Well, why don't you just leave?
Either she leaves one of the older ones there, and our house, it makes a beeping noise.
Fearing her story might not be believed, Jordan carefully lays out the facts, her preparation paying off. Soon after, police make their way to David and Louise Turpin's home, unaware that the house they're about to enter will later be infamously branded as America's House of Horrors. And once you see what was inside, you'll understand why.
Saying doing a welfare check?
Yeah.
You're obviously not all day. Hi. Hi. Sorry to bug you.
How you guys doing?
Good.
We got a call for a check the welfare here at your house. So
For what?
check the welfare. So just basically check on everybody, make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, why?
You guys have kids in the house?
Yes. Okay, what kind of call did you get?
Well, we got a call that there was a young female walking around saying that she came from a house over here. We were able to find out that this was a house, and we just wanted to check and make sure everybody was okay.
Think she came from here?
That's what she said.
From inside this house?
Think so. Otherwise, we wouldn't be knocking on your door at Sunday.
Did she say her name?
I don't know. Did she say her name?
I don't know offhand, but we need to check.
The visibly shaken Turpins seemed unaware that Jordan was gone, and the officers pretended not to know her name when asked. But with the evidence already in hand, there was clear probable cause that a crime had been committed. And despite the Turpins' objections, police didn't need a warrant to search the home.
We just need to check and make sure everybody's okay.
What's the getting? Make sure everything's okay. We'll get out of here.
We have a lot where we're packing.
Okay,
We're getting
that's
ready
fine.
to move.
No worries.
So it's a mess in here, so...
All right, that's fine.
We don't mind messes. We've been at
But I
worst.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
No weapons in the house or anything like that?
I do have a gun. It's locked up.
Okay. Locked up is good. We like that. Okay. Well, we're going to come in and check, okay? We just want to make sure everybody's okay.
Do you have a search warrant or anything? Or
No,
what?
we don't need one, sir.
When officers are reluctantly allowed inside, what they encounter is shocking. The rooms are unbearably hot, piles of trash cover the floors, rotting food sits on the counters, and the walls are smeared with urine and feces.
Where are you guys planning on moving to?
No, my job's moving.
Oh, okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an engineer.
Oh, engineer.
You're gonna call?
Yeah, we got a call from, I'm not sure if it was the young girl that left or if it was a neighbor that saw her walking around the street. So we'll get to the bottom of it. As soon as we make sure everybody's okay, then we'll figure out if maybe she was one of your kids that wandered away. How many kids do you have?
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
Woo! You guys are busy.
Yeah.
While one officer distracts the couple with questions, others search the home for Jordan's siblings. Every corner reveals more evidence of decay and abuse. In the children's bedrooms, they discover rows of bunk beds, piles of filthy clothes, and two young girls sitting dazed on a worn-out mattress. As the small talk continues with a visibly anxious David, the officer begins to notice a door he's been deliberately blocking.
Another bedroom back here. You got another couple kiddos asleep there?
Yeah.
Sarge, you got another room in the front right here with two kiddos in the bed. Over here.
Inside, officers uncover more bunk beds and a silent young boy, his body caked in dirt, shackled at the wrists and ankles. At the same time, one of the little girls in the other room points toward a closet, where another officer discovers evidence that would ultimately seal David and Louise Turpin's fate.
I found the missing link.
All right, let's just go ahead and detain the parents.
Ma'am, why don't you step over here for a minute? Okay, with you. And sir, step over here for a second.
Go ahead and come on out this way. You want to just walk up to my car?
Yeah.
And put her in a different car, please. Now, let me ask you quickly. Are there keys to the little locks?
Yes.
Okay, where are they?
My son and daughter can get them.
Okay.
That's
So
in the house.
the ones that are in the house, they know where they are?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that what this is about?
Well, that's part of it, yeah, definitely. Does it work on his?
I know. The other one, that's what I was saying. The other one is in there. It looks different than that, but it's the same size. It's in the drawer that I was in.
From the safety of Officer K's cruiser, Jordan watches as her parents are placed under arrest. Inside the home, the older siblings scramble to find keys to unlock the chains binding their younger brothers and sisters. At last, all 13 children are freed and rushed to the hospital, where doctors treat them for extreme malnutrition and dehydration. Though many appeared to be children, more than half were revealed to be adults. Investigators learned the siblings were chained to their beds for months at a time, denied the use of a bathroom, and permitted to bathe only once a year. Food and toys were twisted into tools of torment. The parents would display piles of sweets the children were forbidden to eat and purchase toys and clothes that were left unopened and unworn.
I'm here to announce that this morning, the Riverside County District Attorney's Office filed criminal charges against David and Louise Turpin.
Following their arrest, Louise and David Turpin faced a long list of charges, including multiple counts of torture, child abuse, and false imprisonment. David was additionally charged with committing lewd acts against a child. Both were placed in custody with bail set at $13 million each. It's hard to comprehend how two deeply disturbed individuals could come together. Yet in Princeton, West Virginia, David and Louise Turpin didn't have far to look. Both were devout Pentecostal Christians who first met at the Princeton Church of God in the early 1980s. They married just a few years later, David at 23, Louise only 16. Born Louise, Anna Robinette, she seemed eager to leave home early, and as it would later be revealed, she had her own painful reasons, though sadly, she could never escape the cycle of abuse.
A very, very close family member that he, my mother, and then, me and Louise Elizabeth.
People say, you know, sometimes the abuse can become the abuser, but I'm so angry with her right now. It's hard for me to give her any excuse.
Although her father, Wayne, served as a preacher and her mother, Phyllis, sang in the church choir, life inside the Robinette household was far darker than it appeared from the outside.
This looked like a happy home on the outside, but inside it was miserable.
For you then, being here now,
It's sad.
does it evoke memories of love or anxiety?
Hurt.
Though Wayne and Phyllis looked like the perfect couple to outsiders, behind closed doors they fought bitterly, enforcing strict and merciless discipline that kept their children in constant fear. Amid this turmoil, a predator lurked within the family. Phyllis's own father, whose unspeakable crimes against his grandchildren were enabled by Phyllis herself, traded for cold, hard cash. The deep scars left behind may have unknowingly set Louise on the path toward committing her own horrific acts.
What people don't realize is, you know, like, it's his house of horrors. Like, that's where it all began.
When Louise met the socially awkward David Turpin, he was far from Prince Charming, but he had the intelligence and resources to pull her out of the grim situation she was living in. David Turpin's upbringing appeared normal. He excelled in school, joined activities like Bible club, chess club, and choir, and eventually went on to study electrical engineering at Virginia Tech. Along the way, he also took Louise out of her nightmare and into his world. His career as an engineer required frequent moves across long distances, yet, despite never putting down real roots, the couple went on to have 8 children in just 15 years. To friends and family, they explained that God had commanded them to have as many children as possible. From the perspective of Louise's brother Billy, it looked as though his older sister was living an ideal life.
You know, we thought that she had the perfect life, she had the perfect husband, we thought that she was happy. Because we always saw pictures of them going to Disneyland or going to Las Vegas. I thought they were just a normal
happy family.
David thrived in his career, working for major defense contractors like Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin. His success gave the family the means to enjoy extravagant trips to places like Disney World and Las Vegas, where he and Louise even renewed their vows. But in 1998, the Turpins abruptly withdrew from both family and public life. They began homeschooling their children, and hidden from everyone else, had quietly fallen into financial ruin.
And, her excuse to us was, well, the crime rate's always bad, or the kids are getting picked on too much, and I don't like them feeling, down on themselves.
She was committing the biggest crime.
She was doing the worst of it.
Even more unsettling clues of deception began to surface, like the unusually small and frail appearance of the children.
Well, they're just going to be tall and lanky like David, But they didn't look severely malnourished. They looked healthy. They just looked small. I think she clothed them in a way that we couldn't see. And I think when the questions started, she cut off visual contact and just talked to us on the phone.
Their move to rural Rio Vista, Texas, offered the perfect cover to hide in plain sight, even as neighbors and their children sensed that something wasn't right.
Ashley would go over there and play with them. I think that she may have been the only friend that they ever had. All the other kids would make fun of them because they said they smelled bad, they were dirty, they had weird haircuts, they wore weird clothes.
And though they lived under the blazing Texas sun, the children's pale skin suggested they hadn't been exposed to it in years.
I had come across the kids out there with Ashley, and then I noticed how white her hands were. At first I thought they were gloves. And I said, whoa, I thought you had gloves on there for a minute. And she goes, you wash to the wrist or else you're wasting water. And the way she spoke was really, strange.
Eventually, David and Louise banished their children to a trailer tucked away on their property, leaving them unattended for months while the couple moved into a motel to indulge in a swinging lifestyle. As their children starved, the Turpins abandoned their strict religious roots and began experimenting with darker, more taboo forms of faith.
She just told me that her and David had walked away from the church. They had been looking into other religions, but then eventually they did dabble into witchcraft. And I know that for a fact. She even talked to me about it.
Louise's declining mental state eventually showed in her appearance. If the eyes are truly the windows to the soul, her siblings watched over the years as hers grew darker, reflecting her descent.
You can look at someone in their eyes and you can kind of, see a lot into them, And with her, it's just like she was dead inside.
An escape attempt by their eldest daughter, Jennifer, foreshadowed what was to come. As cracks in their secret life began to show, the Turpins' decade in Texas drew to a close. During that time, 4 more children were born, and their disturbing behaviors only deepened. By the time the family relocated to Paris, California, they left behind a house destroyed by neglect and littered with evidence of cruelty.
It was a house of horrors, a true house of horrors. It was right up under our nose, and we didn't see it.
They had brand new bikes sitting on the carport, and they just sat there and rotted. Never got played with.
Yeah, it was like mental torture where you could put the toy in front of a child, but you can't play with it.
When the house was eventually sold, it cost thousands of dollars to repair the damage. But disturbing remnants of the past remained. Strange drawings covered the walls, and a chilling sight, a rope tied to a bed frame. These dark habits followed David and Louise Turpin as they moved across the country, where they welcomed their 13th and final child. Their cruelty only escalated, yet in the midst of it all, the couple chose to celebrate by renewing their vows in a Las Vegas chapel with an Elvis impersonator officiating.
Once again, say hello everybody watching. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. David, a kiss for your wife, yes. And then you two, down that aisle.
In a disturbing video, the children are seen trying their best to act normal in a world that feels completely foreign to them, their own.
Ladies and gentlemen, 30 years, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13! It's lucky 13! But wait! 9 more months, come back!
As fragments of the outside world slowly filtered in, 17-year-old Jordan's hunger for freedom grew. That hunger fueled her daring escape, leading to her parents' arrest and opening up an entire universe of possibility. But how did David and Louise keep their secret buried for so long? In California, children are required to attend school, yet the Turpin children never did. In 2011, David registered a private homeschool, Sandcastle Day School, listing himself as principal and sole administrator. With just 6 students across different grades, the state had no power to inspect. The deception worked until the chains came off, and when the Turpins finally faced court, psychological evaluations confirmed they were fit to stand trial.
Sometimes there is no why. In my work, there's no reasoning, there's no logic to explain that type of behavior. I don't have a why.
Confronted with overwhelming evidence, David and Louise knew a trial would seal their fate. Desperate to avoid it, they accepted a deal and entered guilty pleas.
Count 1, which is a violation of torture. How do you plead to that charge, sir?
Guilty.
And Mrs. Turpin?
Guilty.
Dependent adult abuse?
Guilty.
Child endangerment?
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
At the sentencing hearing, the 2 eldest children stood face to face with their abusers. With unwavering strength, they told their parents that, despite years of cruelty, they had survived, and they had won.
I cannot describe in words what we went through growing up, but that is the past, and this is now. I'm getting a bachelor's degree in software engineering. In June of last year, I learned how to ride a bike. I also have learned how to advocate for myself, how to swim, how to eat healthy, and prepare a balanced meal.
My parents took my whole life from me, but now I'm taking my life back. They almost changed me, but I realized what was happening. I immediately did what I could to not become like that. I'm strong, and I'm shooting through life like a rocket.
I miss all of my children, and I will be praying for them. I long for the opportunity to have contact with them again.
I want to say to you, Your Honor, and the court, I'm sorry for everything I've done to hurt my children. I don't want any of them to be sad or depressed because of all of this. I want them to know that Mom and Dad are going to be okay.
The sentence will be the same as to both defendants. Both defendants are sentenced to life.
Both David and Louise Turpin were sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Separated forever, they will each serve their time in different facilities, isolated, just as they once kept their children.
First place we went to a park with 2 of my sisters, and I was so excited because I could smell the air, I could smell the grass. I was like, how could heaven be better than this?
Jordan Turpin has come a long way from the terrified girl who bravely escaped her parents' house of horrors. Today, she's a model with a large online following, using her voice to raise awareness about mental health. Yet, as she and her older sister Jennifer admit, there are no easy answers when it comes to reconciling with the shadow of their parents.
I don't know. I'm never gonna know. I feel bad, but also it's like, why? I mean, sometimes I think maybe they didn't have a good childhood, but it's still their choice. You always have a choice.
I don't know what it's called, maybe bipolar, but I definitely think it could have been something like that with her. I've just always known him as a monster. That's the only way I can describe it.
With a case like no other, the Turpin children needed specialized care to adapt to a world they had never known. Yet, instead of offering the support they desperately required, Riverside County Social Services failed them at every turn.
We've got to shine a light on this. The public deserves to know what their government did and didn't do and how we failed these victims. They need to know that. There are resources for them that they can't access. Well, they're living in squalor. They're living in crime-ridden neighborhoods. There's money for them for their education. They can't access it.
Rather than finding safety in a loving home, the younger Turpin children were placed with the foster family, where the abuse they endured was, in many ways, even worse.
Did we see kids having to not have a safe place to live or stay at times? Yes. Did they have enough food at times? They did not.
And while the younger siblings suffered in foster care, the older Turpin children were placed in dangerous, crime-ridden neighborhoods, where they quickly became targets of violence, abuse, and exploitation.
I do know they've been in unsafe crime exposure. Absolutely.
Even though thousands of strangers raised money in their name, the Turpin children struggled to access it. To make matters worse, the public guardian assigned to protect them withheld even the most basic assistance.
When I would ask her for help, she would just tell me, just go Google it.
But in a story of villains, the Turpin children also found heroes, like Officer K, who chose to believe Jordan's story when so many others might have dismissed it.
Jordan? Wow. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm just so thankful that it was you because you were so gentle and everything.
I'm glad it was me too.
I'm just so thankful because you saved all of us. I always talk about you and stuff.
So I'm glad you had that photo. You get all the recognition and credit.
Oh, thank you.
You did the hard part and you did the scary part.
Thank you so much.
And of course, Jordan herself, whose careful planning and extraordinary courage made the escape possible and ultimately led to her family's freedom.
I want to be a motivation speaker to help others and stuff, because if I can use what I went through to make a difference in the world, then I think that can heal me.
Though challenges still lie ahead, the Turpin children finally possess what was once out of reach, a chance at a real future.
I want the last name Turpin to be remembered as a name of strength. I want that name to be my name and her name, the Turpin name. Wow, they're strong. They're not weak. They're not broken. They've got this. See.
The Turpin story is one of unimaginable horror, but also of courage, resilience, and the triumph of the human spirit. Jordan's bravery opened the door to freedom, not just for herself, but for her entire family. And while the scars remain, the children now have a future they were once denied. If you found this story as shocking and eye-opening as we did, make sure to subscribe to Police Beatdown for more true crime stories that uncover the hidden truths behind the headlines. Stay alert, stay informed, and remember, justice may be delayed, but heroes like Jordan remind us it can never be denied.